Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Catoosa High School Volleyball. Broadcasting tonight from the Catoosa Indians Activity Center. Your Lady Indians hosting the Lincoln Christian Lady Bulldogs. Lady Indians volleyball is getting ready to wrap up the regular season. Tonight's game does put an end cap on the regular season as they move on this upcoming Thursday night to regional action in Berry Hill. Lady Indians will be playing Inola. As I said, that will be in Berry Hill. That'll be this coming Thursday at 6 o'clock. Lady Indians come in ranked number 13, 4A. Bring in a record of 18 wins, 15 losses. The Lady Bulldogs come in ranked number 2 in 3A. They bring in a record of 16 and 14. Seniors for the Indians, Bailey Calco, Desiree Bates, Sarah Chalupa, Tiffany Maxey, Catherine Parrish. Lady Indians will be playing the 6 o'clock game. I believe the 4:30 game will be Berry Hill against Locust Grove. That is regional action. That's once again, that's at Berry Hill this upcoming Thursday. Lady Indians take on Inola. Indians have 2 wins so far over Inola this season. So if you can, get out and support the Lady Indians in Berry Hill. On the floor for the Indians, Katie Dillon, Tiffany Maxey, Bailey Calico, Daisy Scott. And number 10 is Macy Wayne. I'm Jimmy Keeter. I'll be joined here shortly by Mr. Johnny Casillas. He's tending to other duties right now. He's on the scorer's table doing the in-house announcing, and we'll get it started. Parrish with the pass to Calico. Two hits called on the Bulldogs. Bailey Calico to serve for the Indians. Ball set to the net. Hit out of bounds. Lady Indians up 2-0. Calico with a good serve. Ball's just bumped over by the Lady Bulldogs. They get the point. Don't have a roster for them just yet. If we do, we'll get their players' names on the broadcast. Parrish with the pass. Trinity Shaw gets on the floor, tries to keep the ball alive, unable to do so. A lot of effort there. Maxey with the backdoor set. Daisy Scott with the kill for the Indians. Kenzie Jackson in to do the serving for the Indians. Indians up 3-2. We're in the first set. Maxey cross court set to Chalupa. Ball's kept alive by Scott. Punched over by Chalupa. Point goes to the Lady Indians. Going to welcome Johnny Casillas in here now.
Seems like you've been doing that a lot lately. I have to struggle in one of these days. You're not going to let me come in.
I tell you what, man, you've got a lot of irons in the fire around here, Johnny, and we all know it. And
yeah,
you have to tend to your courtside duties, and we understand that.
Final game of the regular season here, Jimmy, tonight. The Lady Indians taking on the Lincoln Christian Lady Bulldogs. Been a pretty decent season. You know, there's some games, some matches. Certainly, they should have and could have won during the regular season. But that's all water under the bridge now. Headed to Berry Hill on Thursday to open up with Inola.
Yeah, I talked about that briefly, while you were down there, and yeah, it's they come in 18 and 15. They're on a 4-match winning streak. They've done a pretty good job as of late. A little bit of a decrease in the caliber of competition, at the very tail end of this season. You come in 18-15, but when you look at our ranking and our competitiveness against 5A teams, we definitely hold our own. Now we enter the 4A regional. As you said, at Berry Hill. It's going to be a tough regional right there, though, Johnny.
Yeah.
We got Inola first round. We've already played them twice this year. Took care of business both times, but you know how good Berry Hill is, and they're the host town.
Yeah, they are, and Locust Grove's in the mix there as well. So once they hopefully take care of the Lady Longhorns, then they'll take on the winner of the Locust Grove and Berry Hill. We're kind of not looking way ahead, but kind of anticipate a matchup again between the Lady Indians and Berry Hill. So that'll really be a tough match for the Lady Indians, not because of Berry Hill, but because where they're playing.
Yeah, that and that's how they set the seeding for the regional. They look at the OSSAA rankings coming in, and they put the 1 and the 4, and they put the 2 and the 3 together, and they play in the or the semifinals. So, yeah, you would think that we get that Berry Hill matchup, but definitely have to take care of business at Inola, or against Inola at Berry Hill.
Yep.
But and then we'll look forward to what we have. Lady Indians wanting to once again get back to that state tournament. They've had a pretty good history of doing that, and love to see them get back.
Yeah. Yeah. So this being the final game of the regular season, sometimes you may wonder how important is this game? But actually, this is really a good warm up for the regionals for the Lady Indians. Yeah,
playing a real good team here tonight. It's tie ball game, or it's tie game right now. The first set, Bulldogs just go up by 1. They've got an 8-7 lead here in this first set, but good competition. I talked to for a minute. There were number 2 and 3A, so they're a pretty impressive team.
Yeah, they've always been tough competition for no matter where they go, and certainly they've given the Lady Indians all they could handle every time they've played. That was Katie Dillon knocking it out of bounds. Lucky to get away with that pass over. Kill by Lady Bulldog.
Yeah, good job there by Maxie getting on the floor, keeping that ball alive, enabling us to get it over.
The last game that we were here, the Lady Indians played, it was on senior night, and boy, I tell you what, they played a heck of a ball game that night. It was almost not a different team, but certainly in talking to Coach Triple afterwards, she said this is the way that she knew that these girls could play, and hopefully that we talk a lot about when we talk about it in football especially, but having games like this, playing a team like this, and then going to Bear Hill on Thursday. Whether this game means nothing, this match means nothing as far as the schedule goes,
right.
But it does help the momentum going into playoff.
Yeah, I talked there briefly about the fact that we needed a little tune-up against a little bit better quality team. We had Rejoice Christian right down the stretch. They didn't offer a lot. As you mentioned the other night on senior night, we had Tahlequah Lady Tigers. They're a 5A team, but they struggled themselves, and they have struggled. This team, Lincoln Lady Bulldogs, they're pretty good, and they'll be a good tune-up.
Yep.
And it still took us 3-1, to get past Tahlequah. So they did a decent job, and they played us close in another set.
Yep. By the way, I don't believe we were on the air at the time, but we had a young lady sing the national anthem. The first time I've heard her, and I tell you what, it was a magnificent job. I mean, she has a tremendous voice.
I agree with you, and I heard several comments up here thinking, "Holy cow, that was really good."
Yeah,
and it was. It was good. She did a marvelous job.
Samantha Nibling, I believe is her name, and man, she did a terrific job, and we look forward to seeing her at singing at some of the events. Very nice job. Catherine Parrish to serve for the Lady Indians. Nice serve by Catherine. Nice pass by Catherine. What a save.
Yeah, that was real good.
Bailey Calico. Lady Indians with the point.
And that was a pretty good, strong hit there by the Lady Bulldog. She just drilled that ball right at Catherine. And Catherine, as you say, she did a real good job handling that. Pretty good.
Yep. One tremendous serve, and the next one goes into the net.
One thing you can't do against a really good team, lose points on the service.
Yep.
That's that'll get you.
Skylar Waters checks in for the Lady Indians. Sarah Chalupa will get a break. Bailey Calico with a little soft touch. Bates. Maxey sets it for Calico. Nice hit and the point.
Yeah, good strong hit there by Bailey, and Lady Bulldog defender went up, blocked it at the net, but the ball careened out of bounds, so the point to the Lady Indians.
Tiffany Maxey serving. Maxey. Nice strong hit. Point to the Lady Indians.
Yeah, something you don't get to see Tiffany do a lot of. She's always on the net, getting setting the ball for the hitters, and that time she was the recipient of the set and got off a pretty good hit.
Little net ball by Maxey. That one's out. Lady Indians pull within 2, 12-14 in the first set.
Yeah, good little rally going here. The Indians got down by probably 4 there. We hadn't updated the score, but they got down a little bit and made a good comeback right here.
Maxey with a good, strong serve. Now trail by 1. So tie it up.
Yeah, these Lady Bulldogs are going to have to change spots or something, because the same girl's getting the ball served to her, and she's having a little trouble handling that serve there by Tiffany.
And then into the net.
Yeah, the mechanics, to be able to do that jump serve and to strike it at the high point and get your hand and, square on the ball. There's a lot going on there, and wasn't our best effort.
Perry sets it up for Daisy Scott. Point goes to the Lady Bulldogs.
Yeah, good strong hit there for the kill. Perfect set.
Maxie with the set. Daisy Scott with the point.
I don't think Daisy got all of that, but it worked.
Yeah.
You know, she missed just enough of it to put it in a little void in the court, and none of the Bulldogs could get to it, so we get the point.
I have to cue that cue stick up again.
Yeah.
Bailey Calico with a nice serve. Parrish. Maxie sets. Chalupa. Nice hit, but a nice block by the Lady Bulldogs right up on the net.
Yeah, it's Michaela Keith there for the Bulldogs, and I mean, she got up high on the net and strong block and just put it straight back down to the floor. Really no opportunity, no chance for a Lady Indian to get a dig on that ball.
Nice pass by the Lady Bulldogs. That'll go off of Sarah Chalupa's hand.
Yeah, Sarah didn't know that Shaw was in the background there, ready for that ball. Tried to fight it off at the net and unable to do so.
Chalupa. Parrish with a nice pass. Maxie sets it for Daisy Scott. Daisy gets the point. (18-16). Lincoln Christian leads it right now. Kinsey Jackson serving.
Another pretty good kill there by the Lady Bulldogs.
Yep.
Hope Keatner. And they give us one back.
Yep. Desiree Bates checks in for the Lady Indians, and she will serve. Parrish with the pass. Set up. (2018) Lincoln Christian.
Hope Keatner once again on the block there for the Lady Bulldogs.
Parrish. Maxie. Sarah Chalupa with a nice hit. This one goes out. That one looked like it was going to be an easy touch for Bailey Calico, but she slams it right into the net.
Yeah, I think it's a little indecisive there, Johnny, on whether she wanted to just bump it over or whether she wanted to try it up and get a hit on the ball, and just didn't have the angle or the height to make that one get over the net.
Maxie set. Boy, that one way off the hand.
Yeah, she sent that one. She sent that one all the way across court, and I don't think that was by design, but it almost worked. I mean, it would have fallen into a spot, but that was a tough shot, and I don't think it came off just the way she wanted.
Yeah, 22-19, Lady Indians trail it. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back. You're watching the Catoosa Sports Network.
Here at Catoosa Family Pharmacy, we strive for professional service. Unlike big box stores, we offer a hometown feel with real service. Our quality products are competitively priced, and we often beat large retail chain prices. Since Catoosa Family Pharmacy is an independent store, we are able to offer services big stores cannot. We offer free local area delivery, and don't forget to ask about our buy one get one free special on Nature's Bounty vitamins. Come be a part of our Catoosa family.
Johnny Casillas along with Jimmy Keeter. We're at the Catoosa Activity Center. Catoosa Lady Indians volleyball. Final match of the season for the Lady Indians as they play host to Lincoln Christian Lady Bulldogs. Off to the playoffs on Thursday. Lady Indians will open up with Inola, which they've pretty much played before, of course. So, you know, don't want to look past that because you never know what's going to happen in the playoffs. But Lady Indians should advance.
Yeah, hopefully so. But you're right. Don't look past them. Just be ready to play on Thursday night in Berry Hill.
Yep. Pretty strong little regional. Lady Indians have really caught a good break to where they'll be able to compete pretty well in this regional. The past year or two, it's been they've had some tough draws, and this year they got a pretty good break. Parrish got away with a bad serve that time.
Yeah, man, she dropped that one in there just barely over the net, and that's a pretty big little rally right there for the Lady Indians. They take the lead here, 23-22.
Yep. Going to take another short break. You're watching the Catoosa Sports Network.
Spartan College of Aeronautics and Technology's flight program is designed to get you flying in your first week. You can spend less time in lectures and more time practicing what you've learned, so you could be certified in only 12 months. Also, our degree graduates are able to go for their ATP certification with reduced flight hours. Train for a career as a cargo, corporate, or airline pilot. For more information on starting an exciting new career, go to spartan.edu.
Catherine Parrish serving for the Lady Indians. They're up one here, 23-22. Set by Maxie. Bailey Calico. Goes to set point.
Good job there. Tiffany tried to fool him once, bumped it over on the second rather than third hit. Then she regrouped, refocused, reset, got it to Calico for a good put away.
Oh, nice. Maxie. Bailey Calico gets it over. Lady Indians come away with the first set, 25-22. We'll take a break. We're back to the Activity Center. You're watching the Catoosa Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Corbin Robinson with Ameriflex Hose and Accessories. I have a great crew, and they can fix anything from food service, farming, forklifts, excavators, you name it. We have been providing performance products at the best prices for over 35 years. We're a Parker, Gates, and Goodyear distributor. We have hoses from 0 to 20,000 PSI. If we don't have it, we can usually find it for you in the same day. Ameriflex Hose and Accessories, family owned and operated. We have the stuff that keeps you going.
We're back to the Activity Center. Johnny Casillas along with Jimmy Keeter. Lady Indians headed to the playoffs on Thursday. They'll be traveling to Berry Hill to take on they'll start with the Inola Lady Longhorns. From there, they'll move on to the winner of the Locust Grove Berry Hill game. We anticipate that will probably be Berry Hill. And the Lady Indians hopefully will be in the finals on Thursday evening against Berry Hill. It's going to be a real interesting playoff to say the least. Playing at Berry Hill, always tough. A lot of support over there for their young athletes.
Yeah, man, they've had an excellent volleyball season this year. You know, I haven't checked their record as of late, but I know 3 or 4 games ago they had a 23 or so and 1 record. Doing a really good job. It's going to be tough competition. You know, I'll remind everybody, I believe, Johnny, you can correct me if this is not right, but I believe the Berry Hill Locust Grove game's at 4:30.
It is.
Catoosa Inola should be at 6:30 or 6.
Yeah.
At 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
And then they go ahead and they play the championship game that same night?
They do.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be kind of late evening. But yeah, they'll get it all done. You know, we'll know Thursday night whether the Lady Indians are headed to the state tournament.
That's something, you know, that's a lot to cram into one night, but it's still, you know, I guess 4:30, 6 o'clock, and then it should be around 7:30 or, you know, maybe 8 o'clock. It might get it behind if you get a couple of the games that go 5 sets.
Yeah.
Or a couple of the matches. But you're right, it could be a long night, but they get it all done right there in that one night. So that's a big night for Catoosa Lady Indian Volleyball, and good start here in set number 1. Take this one 25-22.
Yep. Also, a reminder that the Catoosa Indian football team will be traveling to Miami, Oklahoma to take on the War Dogs. I think they had a little rough time of it last week. I think Miami is now 2-2 on the season. The Indians certainly took it on the chin Friday night against a very, very fine Wagner Bulldog team. It was kind of disappointing, I guess you could say. First half, though, Indians could have, you know, were certainly in the game, but second half, Wagner as a very talented team took charge of the game.
Yeah, it's one of them games that when it's all said and done and you have a few days to think about it, you look at the scoreboard and you see that it was a 17-point margin of victory, but you sit there and you think that was a closer game than that.
Yeah.
You know, we give up a couple of big plays, and we just never could, for the whole game, we never could get off the field on 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5, and just didn't get enough defensive stops.
Yep.
But you're right. You know, the Miami War Dogs, they've won 2 games this year. They beat Claremore Sequoia and Tahlequah Sequoia, and then they've gotten beat by Jay and Grove.
Yeah.
So, you know, they come in 2-2, 0-1 in the district, just as we are.
Yep.
So they'll be hungry for a win.
They will. And we've got Grove on the schedule this year, and it's going to be a tough ball game. Actually, the schedule from this point on is really, really tough. I mean, you got Bristow's having a fine year.
Yeah, they're doing good.
So it's going to be an interesting and really challenging second half of the season, starting at Miami. Tiffany Maxey gets things started here for the Lady Indians. One of the 5 seniors playing their final game at the Activity Center. Final match, rather. Parrish cannot handle the pass.
Yeah, well, another one of those deals, Johnny. You know, split-second decision right there. Is the ball going to be long or not? And she was caught in between.
Chalupa gets it over. Daisy Scott saves it, but can't get it back toward the net.
Yeah, she got it going the other way, and Maxie got over there and did all she could to get it headed back towards the net, and then Parrish got in there and it got up and hit the backboard.
Yep.
So wasn't going to go over anyway.
Yep. Calico with the pass. Parrish gets it over. Set by Lincoln. Nice block by the Lady Indians. Maxie set. Bailey Calico. Blocked by the Lady Bulldogs. Good volley that time.
Yeah, that was a good volley. Michaela Keith there for the block at the net for the Lady Bulldogs.
Lady Indians struggling here in the second set. Coach Rippleogo wants to see if she can calm them down here a little bit, or get them a little bit organized. We'll be back to the Activity Center. You're watching the Catoosa Sports Network.
I guess you can say influence comes in all shapes and sizes. It can push you around and make you feel stupid. It can pressure you to do things you're not really into, and to try to fit in no matter what. It's when you start to recognize the influences around you that you can stand up and just be yourself. My name's Gina, and this is what Above the Influence means to me.
We're back to the Activity Center. Johnny Casillas along with Jimmy Keeter, all the broadcast crew, bringing you the final regular season match for the Lady Indians volleyball team as they get set for playoff play. And the woes continue, 7-1 here.
Yeah, they've gotten behind here and just a little out of sync in several different areas right here. Coach Ruppel tried to get it corrected, took that time out, but we came out right after that and we lose the first point.
Yep. Parrish, Maxie sets it up. Daisy Scott gets the point. Yeah, we talked a lot about the seniors and how well they have really performed throughout the season, but we've also had certain times have talked about all the young ladies that are inheriting those positions, and I tell you what, Coach Rippleogo's got to be pleased that all the shoes that are going to be filled are going to be done in style as far as that goes.
Oh yeah, it's
a lot of talent coming up.
There is, and look forward to seeing them next year. This it's a good group of seniors that we have here, but we talked about it a lot the other night on senior night. They go on and they go about their life, and Catoosa High School volleyball, it goes on, and people step up.
Yep. And I've had the opportunity some chances to be at some of the junior high play and practice especially, and I tell you what, there's some young ladies down there that we are going to be pleasantly surprised once they come to maturity. And thinking about one in particular, she's a tall, lanky gal, left-handed server, and she can bring it. And I think she's only a 7th grader. So it's going to be, can't hardly wait for her to make it up here. Well, little mix-up there between 3 players, actually.
Yeah, 2 of them had their back to the net, and the libero tried to get in the way of them, and ball dropped. None of them got it.
Yep. Kenzie Jackson made a shot at it, but Catherine Parrish back in for the Lady Indians. Tell you what, Tiffany Maxey's getting a workout tonight. Off the hands of Katie Dillon. 11-4 here. Parrish with the pass. Chalupa knocks it out of bounds, off the net.
Yeah, off the net. She caught the net, and that gave the ball just enough of a deflection to just carry a little bit beyond the sideline, and point goes over to the Bulldogs.
Yep. Nice strong serve by.
Now that was a kill right there.
Yes, it was.
Daisy Scott with the big shot.
She has some real nice technique. She even gets a handshake from the coach.
Yeah, that was good. That was a good shot.
Yep. Tiffany Shaw has trouble handling that one. 13-5 here in the second set. Lincoln Christian got the first one.
No, Indians got the first
I'm sorry, Lady Indians got the first one.
Yep.
But Lincoln is coming back and coming back strong here.
I'd say.
Yeah.
Volleyball is one of them things, though. Whenever you get just a little bit out of sync and just a little bit off, it can go bad in a hurry. These sets, they go pretty quick, and you give up 3 or 4 points in a row, and the next thing you know, you're behind and playing catch-up real quick.
Yep. And we have seen we've had several of the volleyball matches this year, and we haven't seen too many where they really had to rally and come back. I mean, they've had some good rallies, but none of them that I can remember where they rallied to come back to win. So they're not you would say, a comeback team.
Yeah, I haven't seen them, do much of that as well. But the games that we've broadcast, I've been to a couple of games that we didn't broadcast,
right,
or matches, but the games that we've broadcast just here as of late, they've handled the competition pretty easy.
Yeah. Lady Indians going to take another break. We'll be back to the Catoosa Activity Center. You're watching the Catoosa Sports Network.
Here at Catoosa Family Pharmacy, we strive for professional service. Unlike big box stores, we offer a hometown feel with real service. Our quality products are competitively priced, and we often beat large retail chain prices. Since Catoosa Family Pharmacy is an independent store, we are able to offer services big stores cannot. We offer free local area delivery, and don't forget to ask about our buy one get one free special on Nature's Bounty vitamins. Come be a part of our Catoosa family.
We're back to the Activity Center. Johnny Casillas along with Jimmy Keeter. We're in the second set here. Lady Indians took the first one, but are struggling here in the second. Big time. 17-5.
Yeah, 12 points down here. Probably not much of a chance we're going to come back in this second set, but still have time to kind of get things go in the right direction and be ready for the third.
And the beat goes on. 18-5.
Yeah, Tiffany hasn't had a chance to actually receive the pass and set the ball to a hitter in the last 4 or 5 volleys.
Yeah.
Just back lines having there we get one.
Yeah. There we go.
That's what it takes. I mean,
Yeah.
we talk about it all the time, but you get that good pass and you get that good set and you get that good hard hit. It lets them not be able to return the ball and get into their flow of the set, and the kill and all, or the hit. It just helps everybody out, and we get the point.
Yep. Looking kind of scrambling there, but gets it over. Maxie sets it. This one's out by Bailey Calico, 19-6. Katie got up, but then kind of just gave up on it.
Yeah, either that or just took
out.
Yeah, the ball.
The ball was just out of position. It was.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how you describe this. 21-6. I mean, Maxie sets it. Bailey Calico with a hit. Oh, good putback by Katie Dillon.
Yeah, two real good plays there. Bailey just with a magnificent hit, lots of speed on it. Presented a challenge for the Lady Bulldog to get it back across, and then right there for the big block with Dillon.
Set by Lincoln. 22-7.
Macy Wayne there for the block with the Indians, but ball goes off the arms and out of bounds. Point to the Bulldogs.
I'm not sure what that foul was, but
I wasn't either.
She didn't hit the net. He's pointing to the floor, but
this is set number 2 point right here, Johnny.
$25-7 in the second set. Lady Christian Bulldogs walk away with it. We'll be back to the Activity Center. You're watching the Catoosa Sports Network.
Spartan College of Aeronautics and Technology's flight program is designed to get you flying in your first week. You can spend less time in lectures and more time practicing what you've learned, so you could be certified in only 12 months. Also, our degree graduates are able to go for their ATP certification with reduced flight hours. Train for a career as a cargo, corporate, or airline pilot. For more information on starting an exciting new career, go to spartan.edu.
You have that, Reed?
I don't. Welcome back to the Activity Center here. Jimmy Keeter with Johnny Casillas. We're here for Catoosa Lady Indian Volleyball, the final regular season game on this 2018 volleyball year. Lady Indians move on this Thursday to regional action over at Berry Hill, taking on the Inola Lady Longhorns.
Yep. Well, again, we've mentioned it before, but we certainly wanted to give a shout out and welcome the RCB Bank to our broadcast. They've been a supporter of the Catoosa community for a lot of years, Jimmy. But this year we were fortunate to get them on board in sponsorship of our telecast, and we are really, really glad to have them on board. You and I personally have a personal interest in that, because you and I both do our banking at RCB Bank, and again, we cannot thank them enough for their support of the Catoosa Public Schools.
No, small town, community bank, Rogers County Bank. That's they've been around a long time. I think they might have originated in Claremore, but now they've got branches all over the area, and it's great to have them on board, great to have their support, and look forward to working with them. And hopefully they get into things like this. They sponsor these type activities because they want to earn people's business.
Yep.
And we're going to continue to get their name out.
Right. And
we would encourage anybody that's looking for a new banking relationship to get over there and talk to them here at the local branch and see what they can do to help you.
Yeah, and they pride themselves, not only in offering the finest and banking facilities, but also they pride themselves in being part of the community, and they certainly are a part of this Catoosa community. And I'm sure in the surrounding towns that they have their banks, they do the same. But they certainly are a community bank here in Catoosa, and again, we want to welcome them, and we are very happy and pleased with them being part of our telecast. Well, Lady Indians struggle in that second set. How do you? I don't know. There's hardly any words for that.
Well, we struggled mightily to get the pass under control, so that it could get to the front line to Maxie for a set.
Yep.
The back line, defensive line, they struggled with the serve.
Yep.
We never really handled the serves, and until you can get your offensive set in rhythm, and it starts with the initial pass. That was a challenge, and that's the reason why we got blown out in that set.
We talked earlier about having games like this, especially against Lincoln Christian, where you play well, do well against them, whether you win or lose, but do well. It certainly it gives you a little momentum going into the playoffs that we have coming up in a couple of days. However, I don't know if that can hurt you if you have an outing like you did in that second set.
Well,
that's really a downer.
Yeah, it certainly can't help. I mean, you want to be playing at a high level whenever you enter regional action. I mean, that's just common, in all.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter the sport. You want to be playing. You want to peak at the right time. And we've played a tough season, tough schedule this whole year, but definitely expect a little bit more than what we saw in that second set.
Yeah. And also it could be that having sets like that, you'll get those out of the way, and you won't have that. Maybe get that out of the way before you get into the playoffs. There's a lot of different ways to look at it.
Yeah, there is, and you got to realize this is a very, very good team that we're seeing here on the floor tonight with these Lady Bulldogs. I mean, they're number 2 ranked team in the state in 3A volleyball. So they've got some girls that can play, and they've got some girls that can bring it on the serve.
Yep. Bailey Calico with the pass. Daisy Scott. Another block by the Lady Bulldogs.
And that's another thing right there that they've been pretty efficient at. They're able to get to the net and get the ball blocked, and they've scored several points, off of just doing a really good job at the net.
Well, Coach Riplo's probably got what in the world is going on here? I mean, they have just about picked up where they left off in the second set. Down 4-0 here.
That all started right there, Johnny, with the failure to handle, the serve. Daisy had to try to hit that ball, well off the net because the serve, the pass didn't get to the setter and set the ball to the net.
Well, Bailey Calico with the pass. Daisy Scott. Off the hands of Maxie. Right, not off the hand, right through the hand.
Yeah, right through the hands. Yeah, that was a pretty hard hit. And then
nice hard hit. 7-0 here. Lincoln Christian jumps out ahead quickly here. Bailey Calico, Maxie pass, Daisy Scott. Bailey Calico gets it over. The Indians pick up the point.
Yeah, Tiffany Maxey made a great play there. Just almost had to eat the ball, but able to keep it in play, and eventually led to the Lady Indians getting the point.
Yeah, that number 15, Michaela Keith, can she can hammer that ball.
Yeah, she's had several really, really hard hits that resulted in kills, scored the point.
Yeah.
Doing a pretty good job.
Yep. She's one of the taller ones out there. Daisy Scott with a nice kill. 9-2. Lincoln Christian.
We're having a lot of success whenever we can get a very good set put to the net, which you would expect. But every time that we've been able to do that, we've had success.
Kenzie Jackson serving. Well, we may have jinxed Keith, the player. We just got through bragging on her, and then she slammed.
Yeah, but hey, you know, if we can talk about her a little bit, and jinx her, then I'll talk about her all night.
We can do that.
We've just put 5 on the board.
Yeah. 9-5. Lady Indians still trailing here in the third set. Daisy Scott gets it to fall in. Nice hit.
Pretty good little comeback right there for the Lady Indians, Johnny. 6-9.
Kenzie Jackson serving. Nope. That one didn't have a chance. Lincoln's going to call a timeout. We'll be back. You're watching the Catoosa Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Corbin Robinson with Ameriflex Hose and Accessories. I have a great crew, and they can fix anything from food service, farming, forklifts, excavators, you name it. We have been providing performance products at the best prices for over 35 years. We're a Parker, Gates, and Goodyear distributor. We have hoses from 0 to 20,000 PSI. If we don't have it, we can usually find it for you in the same day. Ameriflex Hose and Accessories, family owned and operated. We have the stuff that keeps you going.
We're back to the Activity Center. Johnny Casillas along with Jimmy Keeter, Lady Indians, in their final home regular schedule volleyball match against the Lincoln Christian Lady Bulldogs. From here on Thursday night, they will go to to Berry Hill as they start the playoff play.
Lady Bulldogs called there for 2 hits.
Yep. There's Keith with a hard slant, with a hard kill. She seems to do real well out on the far side of that. She's of course a right-handed hitter, but she can slam that ball down.
Yeah, they gave us one there.
10-9. The Lady Indians trail by 1 here.
Little unlucky there for the Indians. Just ball just rolled over the net, fell into no man's land.
Parrish with the pass. Maxey sets it. Chalupa with a nice hit. Bates. Maxey. Katie Dillon picks up the point. Katie Dillon, one of those young gals we talked about earlier that going to be stepping in the varsity. Well, she's already a starter, but building in for the 5 seniors that are moving on.
Yeah, Katie's just sophomore this year.
Bailey Calico is having her problems. Boy, there's just no timing there at all, it seemed like.
Indians done a great job of kind of scratching their way back into this set. You know, they're down by 2. They trail 10-12.
Bates. Maxey sets it for Bailey Calico. Well, she keeps setting to Bailey Calico. I don't know if she's trying to get her out of that funk or whatever she's trying to do, but Bailey seems to be struggling trying to get out of that slump.
Yeah, she keeps feeding her the ball. Bailey, a good strong hit there. The ball was just a little long, of the back boundary.
Maxey gets it over. Calico again. This time she gets a point.
Yeah, she just punched it over, and we're a little fortunate there. Just punched it over and got it just almost over the head of the defender, and she couldn't do anything with it.
13-11, Lady Indians trail it here. Parrish gets it over for the serve with the serve, and Lady Bulldogs mix up in signals. Team 12, Lincoln Christian. Maxey sets it. AC Wayne got a little bit too much on that one. Maxey sets for Bailey Calico again, and again, Lincoln Christian with the block.
Yeah, a good strong block at the net. Actually, two girls there to block the ball. Don't know which one got it, but they put it right back across and score the point.
Yep. Off the hands of Desiree Bates. 17-12, Lady Indians trail. I'm not sure why nothing was called on the net there. Bailey Calico's hitting it hard, but Parrish gets it over. Got a nice volley going here. Going to take a short break. We'll be back. You're watching the Catoosa Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Corbin Robinson with Ameriflex Hose and Accessories. I have a great crew, and they can fix anything from food service, farming, forklifts, excavators, you name it. We have been providing performance products at the best prices for over 35 years. We're a Parker, Gates, and Goodyear distributor. We have hoses from 0 to 20,000 PSI. If we don't have it, we can usually find it for you in the same day. Ameriflex Hose and Accessories. Family owned and operated. We have the stuff that keeps you going.
We're back to the Activity Center. Johnny Casillas along with Jimmy Keeter. 18-12. Lady Indians trail here in a final volleyball match of the home regular season schedule. Lady Indians will move on to the playoffs on Thursday at Berry Hill. They'll start with the Inola Lady Longhorns. Calico gets it over. Jackson can't get it all the way over. Excuse me, that's Skylar Walters. Jackson, Skylar Walters is number 12. Bailey Calico punches it over actually. Bates, Maxey sets it. Calico gets the point.
Once again, she kind of hit that ball a little bit off. Didn't hit it square, but hit it to a spot where they weren't, and good for the point.
Almost sound like it's going off the top part of her hand rather than
solid.
The
ones that she's been striking extremely solid. she's been hitting them a little bit long, but that one was just a little bit of a shank. But, I mean, it went right where it needed to, and they score the point.
It's kind of a defensive play by Sarah Chalupa. There was nice, strong hit. 2013 Lady Bulldogs. Daisy Scott, it's in.
Yep, that's in.
Yep. Emma Matthews thought about it, let it go. She thought it was going to go out, but certainly it was in pretty good. Nice serve by Bailey Calico. Keith seems to hit that ball where where there's no player.
Yeah, they've
she finds the open spot.
Done a pretty good job of it so far.
Parrish. Maxie sets for Daisy Scott. Daisy Scott gets the point. 22-14.
Real good hard hit there by Daisy. Once again, you know, whenever we're able to defensively receive and handle the serve, get it to Maxie for a good set on the net, we've been successful.
Yeah, no doubt. 22-15.
Now I realize, Johnny, that's all easier said than done. You know, it's tough to handle that serve whenever it's come in there really fast, and you know, with a low trajectory with a little spin on it. I realize it's that, you know, that's the reason why these girls practice every day. It's a tough job as a defender to sit back there and handle that serve, get a good pass to your setter.
Maxie sets for Daisy Scott. And that's Keith out on the right side. That's her favorite spot out there.
Yep. Sarah Chalupa up high for the Indians at the net for the block. Got both arms on it, just couldn't get it back across the net. Fell on our side. Point to the Bulldogs.
22-16. Lady Indians on the verge of losing another set here. Good save by Parrish.
Real good volley.
Was very good.
Good play on both sides right there.
Strong hits, great saves, good passes. 23-16. Parrish gets the pass. Maxie sets for Daisy Scott. Scott will get the point.
Ball would have been long, but the defender didn't know it in time, and she made a play on the ball and couldn't handle it.
As Ray Bates goes in the game, Bates will serve. This goes off the side of the arms of Desiree. 24-17. The Indians again on the verge of dropping this third set here. Bailey Calico with the hit. Calico again almost found the open spot. What a shot like that. That was a nice play over the
know,
back.
Yeah, Bulldogs go ahead and get the point, but great play there by Catherine Parrish.
Yeah.
A couple of really good digs, kept the ball alive, kept us in in contention for the point, but it goes the other way.
Yep. 25-18, Lady Indians fall in the third set. We'll be back to the Activity Center. You're watching the Catoosa Sports Network.
I guess you can say influence comes in all shapes and sizes. It can push you around and make you feel stupid. It can pressure you to do things you're not really into, and to try to fit in no matter what. It's when you start to recognize the influences around you that you can stand up and just be yourself. My name's Gina, and this is what Above the Influence means to me.
Well, if Lady Indians find themselves, deep in a corner here with Lincoln Christian. We knew the Lincoln Christian was a good team. I mean, number two ranking in 3A. That's saying a lot. But you were really kind of hoping for a little better showing, especially if they getting ready for the playoffs. I keep harping about that, but I'm really a firm believer that you got to have some kind of momentum going into those playoffs.
Well, you want to have some confidence in your lineup from a coaching standpoint, and you want to have confidence in your ability from a player standpoint. So, if either of those don't go according to plan in your last outing prior to entering regional play, it can get in your head, and you're gonna see teams that are every bit as good as this Lincoln team once you get to the regional, and then obviously should you advance to the state tournament.
Yeah.
So, to your point, this matters because you want to have confidence going in, and you gain confidence by looking at past performance, and these last two sets haven't been very good.
Yeah. Yeah, and again, it's just, I guess it's on just depending on what side of the fence you're sitting on. It could be a downer. It could be you could say, well, glad we're getting this out of the way so that we can get all this bad type of play and all these bad shots and all, get them out of the way so we can get into the playoffs and do that.
Another thing to consider here, we've played 33 matches so far just during the course of this regular season, and they play many matches, in club ball and beyond that, and scrimmage, and these girls play a ton, tournaments. They play a ton of volleyball, and you don't play good every single outing, but I don't know that the fact that you have a bad one, if you can get it out of your system and reset. But we're getting ready to find that out, and they'll have to get this out of their system and reset. And they have a chance right now to come back in set number 4 and do something. Yeah.
Well, a good win here in this set would certainly be a confidence builder, and that would be something that even if they lose the match, it would certainly be a confidence builder for them. Could they to win the first one and then get blown out in the second, and then struggle in the third.
Right.
Could be a downer. Depends on how mentally tough these girls are, and we've seen where they have been pretty mentally tough in some of the matches that we've been a part of. Well, we'll see how they do.
They've got a winning record coming in against some very stiff competition throughout what is a short on the calendar, but it's chock full of a lot of matches in between, just a couple month period. I know they want to get back on track here on this fourth set, and they'd love to force the fifth and final set and see where we stack up.
Yeah. I was talking to Coach Riplogel earlier today, and she was talking about the season, and was saying, that very thing that you were talking about, Jim, about how the amount that they play. But for her, it was she thought everything the whole season had just flown by, and she didn't know if the girls feel that way because they play basically year round, but.
Well, you don't have your first game till about August 9, August 8, somewhere in there. So to think that you've knocked out 33 matches, that's playing a lot of volleyball.
Yep. Point goes to Lincoln Christian. Point.
Calico with the serve for the Indians. Point to the Lady Bulldogs. They're up 2-1 here in the fourth set. Parrish gets it over, scores the point for the Indians. Fourth set's tied up 2-2. Lincoln Christian's up 2-1. Kenzie Jackson serving for the Indians. Big block at the net, Katie Dillon. Jackson with the serve. Ball's off the net, handled by the Lady Bulldogs. Eva Trompler there took her eye off the ball for the Bulldogs, and point to the Indians. They're up 4-2. Good hard serve. Ball's into the net. Indians reel off 3 points in a row. They're up 5-2. Once again, the ball's off the net. But across. Hope Keatner for the kill for the Lady Bulldogs. They get the point. They trail 5-3. Shaw over to Parrish to the net for Chalupa. Gets it over. Maxey to Scott. Call Daisy Scott for 2 hits. Point goes to the Lady Bulldogs. Shaw handles it. Parrish over to Chalupa. Lady Bulldogs are called for 2 hits. Points to Catoosa. Lady Indians up 6-4. Desiree Bates serving for the Indians. Bates over to Maxey. Cross court to Chalupa. Good strong hit off the defender. Out of bounds. Lady Indians get the point. They're up 7-4. Bates with the serve. Ball's going to be long. Point goes to the Bulldogs. Scott, Maxey, Chalupa, Bates, Parrish, and Shaw on the floor for the Lady Indians. Catherine Parrish to Maxey. Over to Chalupa. Good strong hit. Bates to Maxey. Back to Chalupa. Another good hit off the defender. Blocked at the net but went out of bounds. Lady Indians get the point. Chalupa with the serve. Indians up 8-5. Ball's just bumped over. Big save there by Chalupa for the point. Job, Sarah. Parrish with the dig. Chalupa. Bates gets it across. Calico to Maxey. Back to Calico. Big shot. Blocked at the net by Dillon. Maxey with the set. Backdoor to Katie Dillon. Across the net. Going to get Dillon for being in the net. Jenna Cullity checks in for the Lady Indians. Indians up 9-6. Ball served into the net. Point to the Indians. They're up 10-6. Macy Wayne, Kinsey Jackson check in for the Indians. Parrish with the serve. Ball's hit long by the Bulldogs. Point to the Indians. They're up 11-6. We're in the fourth set. Lady Indians trail 2-1. Maxey to Calico. We've got a timeout on the floor. We'll take a short break. You're watching the Catoosa Sports Network.
Here at Catoosa Family Pharmacy, we strive for professional service. Unlike big box stores, we offer a hometown feel with real service. Our quality products are competitively priced, and we often beat large retail chain prices. Since Catoosa Family Pharmacy is an independent store, we are able to offer services big stores cannot. We offer free local area delivery, and don't forget to ask about our buy one get one free special on Nature's Bounty vitamins. Come be a part of our Catoosa family.
Welcome back to the Activity Center for Catoosa Lady Indians Volleyball. We're in the fourth set. Lady Indians up 12-6, currently down 2-1. Catherine Parrish with the serve for the Indians. Maxey over to Calico. Calico gets it over strongly. Not handled by the Bulldogs. Point to the Lady Indians. We're up 13-6. Parrish still serving for the Indians. Catherine puts a low hanger right over the net, handled by the Lady Bulldogs, and it comes back across, and Bailey Calico with the kill for the Indians. We're up 14-6. Emma Matthews for the kill there for the Bulldogs. They get the point. Indians up 14-7. Coldy gets to Maxey. She bumps it over. Off the net. Parrish to Maxey. Cross court to Calico. Good, strong hit. Indians get the point. Daisy Scott checking back in for the Indians. Indians up 15-7. Maxey with the serve. Ball falls just between Coldy and Parrish. Inbounds, Bulldogs with the point. Lady Indians up 15-8. Off the Parrish, out of bounds. Bulldogs with the point. Bulldogs up 15-9. Or Lady Indians up 15-9.
Well, Lady Indians are making a set out of this one.
Yeah, much better play so far
Yeah.
here, Johnny. Just doing a better job of getting the handling the initial serve. And Goldie gets it to Maxey.
That time Keith had another shot. I mean, she's vicious on that side.
Yeah.
I mean, just vicious with that
Yeah,
hit.
she had another big hit once while you stepped away, and doing a pretty good job.
Couldn't get out of flag.
Flag marker girl took that one to the chin.
Yeah, she couldn't get out of the way.
Well, here we are, fourth set. Lady Indians trail 2-1. But here in the fourth, we're up by 3. We're up 15-12, playing a little better.
Yeah. That again, they having a set like this, whether no matter what the outcome is, at least they're back on track. That's what they need to do. But, if they get hammered 3-1. And then going into the playoff, to me, mentally, that would be kind of tough. But
Yeah. You wouldn't want to. That'd be a bad taste in your mouth. Knowing you've got to play again in 2 nights. So, yeah, good to see them come back, be competitive, and we've still got a good chance to take this set.
Yeah, Maxie sets it. Daisy Scott.
That's the big hitter over there again, but she got all that one, hits it out long. Indians get the point.
Calico with the serve. Little misjudging there.
Yep, tried to go high and get it at the net, and it was just a little out of reach. Once she tapped the ball, took all the momentum off, it just dropped to the floor, and none of her players could make a play on it.
Calico with the serve. And the point.
Bailey got a little lucky there. That ball was going to be well deep. Defender went ahead and made a play on it.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that play by Keith. I mean, she's usually been hammering them. She just kind of tried to push that one over.
Yep.
Pardon me.
She did. Macy Wayne got up there, able to block it, even though it was just punched over, put it right back across, and we get the point.
Yeah. Calico's serve goes out of bounds. Parrish with the pass. Daisy Scott. Parrish gets it over. (18-13). Lady Indians lead here in the fourth set.
That's a good job there, Johnny, by Daisy to keep that ball alive. She had just got through getting the hit. Ball landed right back in her lap. She got it, kept it alive. We get the point.
Nice block up front by Lady Bulldogs.
Yeah, very good job.
Keith back serving for the Lady Bulldogs. Maxie sets it. Daisy Scott gets the point. Nope, they're giving it to Lincoln Christian.
Well, they just
Daisy went into the net.
Net?
Yeah. Maxie sets. Chalupa punches it over. Maxey. Daisy Scott. This is Keith.
Real good there.
Yeah.
Dig by Parrish.
Lady Indians will pick up the point. 2015, I believe that. Yeah, 2015.
Yep.
Bates serving. (21-15).
Once again, big block at the net, Katie Dillon.
Wasn't going to get that one.
No, and that that quick hit over the net, man, that'll get you every now and then. And whenever they play it and they do it right, like they did right there, you're sitting there ready for the pass and the set and the big hit, and they just bump it over and it takes you by surprise.
Parrish gets it over. (22-16). Nice set and kill.
Yeah, pretty good job there by the Bulldogs. Dillon went up high on the net, partially blocked the ball, but unable to get it back across.
Evelyn May serving now for Lincoln Christian. Parrish can't handle the pass. Can't handle the serve, excuse me.
No,
22-18.
A little bit of indecisiveness there between Bates and Parrish, who was actually going to handle that serve.
Nice hit by Bailey Calico. 23-18. Looks like we're going to go to the fifth set. Good try by Maxey.
That ball just missed by a couple of inches, and Tiffany little backdoor over the back and just barely out of bounds, but great thought.
Yeah. Falling away, Bates couldn't get it up. 23-20. Well, I spoke too soon. Maybe I spoke too soon. 23-21 here. Well, I thought he had touched the touch one of the plays, but they gave the point to the Lady Indians.
I think Coley got away from the ball just in time, and the serve went out of bounds, and they give the point to the Indians.
Maxey sets it. Daisy Scott goes out.
Yep, Daisy's just going to punch it over real quick. Thought she saw a little space there that the defender wasn't, and tried to get it just beyond their reach and bumped it a little too far outside.
24-22. Lady Indians trail. Lady Indians lead, excuse me. Bailey Calico hits into the net. 23-24.
Need this one, Johnny, or else we'll beat a deuce. Have to get 2 more, so big point right here.
Little short serve. Lady Indians come away with the 4 set, 25-23. We'll be back. You're watching the Catoosa Sports Network.
Spartan College of Aeronautics and Technology's flight program is designed to get you flying in your first week. You can spend less time in lectures and more time practicing what you've learned, so you could be certified in only 12 months. Also, our degree graduates are able to go for their ATP certification with reduced flight hours. Train for a career as a cargo, corporate, or airline pilot. For more information on starting an exciting new career, go to spartan.edu.
We may be experiencing a little bit of technical difficulty in our sound. I'm not sure. We haven't heard from our producer yet as to what the problem was or is.
Nevertheless, we'll keep talking, Johnny.
Yeah, we'll keep talking because they're recording.
Because of the recording.
Yeah.
So,
well, it's a good comeback. Lady Indians are pushing this to the right up to the edge. So, again, to me, when you do stuff like this, whether they come away with this match or not, to me, that's enough confidence builder to get them going into Thursday evening.
Well, just a huge improvement over set number 2. We talked about the need for confidence, the need to be gelling, the need to be peaking at the right time. We only have 15 points to go here. We can get there, and it would be a huge confidence boost if we walk away with a win of this match over the current number 2 ranked team in 3A.
Yep.
So, our girls have made a great comeback, but 15 points here remain, and then we move on to Berry Hill for regional action versus I know on Thursday night.
Yep.
Johnny, something happened there too. We got a couple of Jenna Coldy. She gets in that, has a couple of big passes right there. That's the future of our varsity squad as well. She's in that younger class. She's a sophomore, so had a couple of big, meaningful plays right there in a kind of a high-end varsity match. So that's nice to see with what is coming up.
Yeah. Yeah, Coach Crippologo's got to be pleased with what she's seeing, and especially what she's got to work with in the coming season. But first things first, I'd like to walk away with this. But again, to me, that last set was a good confidence builder. It's good for them to play that well, come away with against a good strong team. Now they can even, to me, they can go ahead and start looking forward to the playoffs. I mean, I know you need to take one at a time, and they certainly would like to take this win, but it's not that it doesn't mean anything, but to me, it's a real good prep for the playoffs.
Well, it doesn't matter what you're playing. Confidence is key.
Yeah.
You walk out of here with the win, you have confidence.
Yep.
That translates into success down the road.
Yep. Calico with the pass. Daisy Scott gets the hit and the point. Bailey Calico serving for the Lady Indians. And serves into the net. Okay, we're back on the air now. I think we had a little difficulty. Sorry. Lady Indians tied here at 1-1 in the 5th set. Shaw, Maxey sets. Chalupa with the hit, but it's blocked.
Yeah, Sarah went up, got a good hit, but once again, the Lady Bulldog defenders, they're real aggressive at the net. They do a good job. They get shoulder to shoulder, and they've done a real good job of blocking the ball back in the court of play.
Parrish, Maxey, Chalupa. Oh, Daisy Scott saved that somehow. I'm not sure how she did that. Parrish. Chalupa gets it over. Trinity Shaw had a shot at that, but she got out of the way. I guess she thought it was going to go out of bounds.
Yeah, there was some good play there. Trinity made a good pass on the ball just before that opportunity, and Daisy Scott played good, hard, aggressive play at the net. Just wasn't able to come up with the point.
Chalupa finds the open hole. 2-3. Lady Indians trail it.
Yeah, 2-2 here for the Indians and the Lady Bulldogs from Lincoln Christian.
Kenzie Jackson checks in the lineup. Nice strong serve.
That was a good serve.
Off the block, good block, but it came off the blockers on the Catoosa side. 4-2 Lincoln Christian. Daisy gets it over. Nice save by both teams. There was some pretty good hitting there, especially up against the net. There was a lot of action.
Yeah, there was several good blocks on both teams there. Katie Dillon had a block for the Indians.
Bates is serving. Barrett got that one over. Katie Dillon.
Really nice backside set there by Maxey to Dillon. Dillon puts it away.
Tied at 4 here in the 5th set. Bates serves into the net.
That's 2, Johnny. They've only gotten 5 points, and 2 of them have been on service errors.
Yep.
And we're only going to 15.
Yep.
You know.
Parrish. Nice block up front by Lincoln.
It's one thing this Lincoln bunch has done really well all 5 sets. Strong play at the net. They get shoulder to shoulder, and they go up strong and time the ball, and they've done a good job at it.
Lupa's hit goes out of bounds. Eight 4 Lincoln Christian. Off the side of the hands of Catherine Parrish.
Coach Reb's going to talk about it a little bit here, and maybe see if we can get this going the right direction. They're up to 9. It's 9-4 now, and I think we've given up. It was 5-4 last time we looked, so I think we've given up 4 in a row.
Yep.
So.
Again, remind you, the Lady Indians will move into playoff play at Berry Hill. They'll take on the Inola Longhorns to get things started, and then they'll take on the winner, hopefully, of Locust Grove, Berry Hill, and then the championship game will follow after that. So we're looking forward to the playoffs. We'll not be televising those games, but looking forward to going over and covering it. Then I also like to remind you the Catoosa football team will travel to Miami, Oklahoma to take on the Miami War Dogs, playing at NEO Robinson Stadium. They're in Miami. Real nice ballpark it turned into be. A lot different it was when we were there.
Oh, much, yeah. It's a nice facility.
Yes, it is. Lincoln seems to be scoring at will here.
Yeah, this is a little bit more of the, kind of like that second set. We're just a little bit off. We've gotten ourselves, at one time it was 5-4. So playing it close, but it's slipping away.
Off the hand of Trinity Shaw. (12-4). This fifth match will only go to 15. Chalupa serving. Parrish with the save. Bailey. Point goes to the Lady Indians.
Yeah, we need Chalupa to rattle off 4 or 5 points here. She's done that once already tonight while she was doing serving, and big time for it to happen again.
(12-7). Lincoln Christian. (13-7). That would have been iffy if she'd let that go. I'm not sure. It might have been in.
Yeah, it would have been close.
Yeah.
Just got her all the way to the back, and she couldn't get much on that one.
Yeah. Parrish. Maxie sets for Bailey Calico. Bailey gets the hit. Lincoln Christian gets the point and the match, 15-7. Well, what can you say? I mean, final match of the season. Lady Indians moving on to the playoffs, but I think this is a good tune-up for them to get set and get ready to go.
Yeah, looking forward to it. We've said it several times. Berry Hill hosting the regional. Catoosa takes on Inola Thursday night at 6. Look forward to a lot out of these girls. I know that they'll give it all they have, and we hope that all the preparation that we've done throughout this long regular season is enough to get us on down the road, and we'll find out.
Yep, that'll do it for us here. A reminder, we will be back on the air on Friday night as the Catoosa Indians football team travels to Miami to take on the War Dogs. Game time is at 7 o'clock, so we'll look forward to having you join us then as the Indians take on the War Dogs. For Jimmy Keeter and the broadcast crew, John Casillas. So long, everybody.